Stop for a second. Right now, someone you were hoping would text you isn't thinking about you. Not in a cruel way. Not because you're worthless, but because they're busy being the main character in their own life. And here's the part that hurts. You've been waiting for someone to check in, waiting for someone to notice you're struggling, waiting for someone to finally say, "Hey, are you really okay?" But it doesn't come, and that silence feels personal. It feels like proof you don't matter. But listen carefully. Nobody is thinking about you the way you think about yourself at 2 a.m. Nobody is replaying your awkward moments. Nobody is analyzing your every move. Nobody is obsessing over that thing you said 3 weeks ago. They're too busy worrying about themselves. And that's not depressing. That's freedom. Think about it. How much of your life have you spent performing, crafting the perfect message, rewriting captions, overthinking conversations, holding back opinions, trying not to look stupid? For who? For an audience that isn't even watching. You've been terrified of judgment from people who barely remember what you said yesterday. That fear has been running your life. But here's the truth. The spotlight you feel on you doesn't exist. Everyone else feels it too. They think you're watching them. You think they're watching you. Nobody's watching anybody. It's a room full of people performing to empty seats. So what happens when you finally accept that? Something shifts. You stop waiting for permission. You stop shrinking to be digestible. You stop rehearsing your personality before you enter a room. Because what's the worst that can happen? Someone doesn't like you, they forget by dinner. Someone judges you, they're back to worrying about their own insecurities in 5 minutes. You've been paralyzed by ghosts, imaginary critics, invisible approval panels. And here's the most powerful part. If nobody cares enough to stop you, nobody can stop you. That thing you've been wanting to try? Start it. That version of yourself you keep delaying? Become it. That opinion you keep swallowing? Say it. Because the same people you're afraid of disappointing aren't building your life. They're building theirs. And they're just as scared as you are. Here's where most people break. They hear, "Nobody cares," and they feel small, invisible, alone. But you shouldn't feel small. You should feel untouchable. When nobody is keeping score, you can't publicly fail. When nobody expects anything from you, you can't disappoint them. When nobody is paying attention, you are free to reinvent yourself quietly. That loneliness you feel sometimes, it's not rejection. It's clarity. It's realizing that your life has always been yours. Nobody was secretly guiding it. Nobody was secretly protecting it. Nobody was secretly monitoring it. It's you. It's always been you. And that can feel terrifying until you realize it means you get the final say. You don't need applause. You don't need consensus. You don't need everyone nodding in agreement before you move. You've been building a version of yourself for approval, the safe one, the agreeable one, the non-threatening one, the predictable one. And what did that get you? Exhaustion, resentment, a life that feels slightly disconnected from who you really are. Because it is. You were performing. Now imagine dropping the act. Imagine waking up tomorrow and deciding, I don't care if they understand. I don't care if they approve. I don't care if they notice. I'm doing it anyway. That's power. Real power isn't having everyone watching. It's realizing you don't need them to. Look at the people you admire. Do you think they waited for universal agreement? Do you think they paused until nobody could criticize them? No. They accepted something you're just realizing. Nobody cares as much as you think. So they stopped caring back. And they built what they wanted. You will lose some people when you stop performing. The ones who liked the quiet version of you. The predictable version. The easy-to-control version. Let them go. They were attached to a mask, not you. But you might gain something better. Yourself. The version that doesn't overthink every move. The version that tries and fails without collapsing. The version that speaks even if their voice shakes. Even if nobody shows up to cheer for you, it's still worth it. Because a life lived for yourself beats a life lived for imaginary critics. Every time. So ask yourself right now, what would you do if you truly believed nobody was judging you? What would you start? What would you stop? Who would you become? That's your real life waiting. Not the safe one. Not the approved one. The honest one. Nobody is thinking about you the way you fear they are. And that's not tragic. That's liberation. Your life belongs to you. Stop waiting for permission. Stop begging for validation. Stop performing for empty seats. If nobody cares, good. That means you're finally free to. That's your everyday reality check. Insight isn't optional, it's necessary. Subscribe to Everyday Reality Check because someone had to say it.